This is a research facility for the Galactic Federation. It's being attacked by space pirates, and Samus is going to be answering their call.
You know what's nuts is I missed it. I missed it during the presentation when I was watching somebody else's. They confirmed that this game is playable in 120 frames per second. I've never played a game at 120 frames. Like, this will be the first one. Nintendo makes you feel like that guy that keeps showing up at the high school home football games because he can't let it go.
That is a beautiful.
Don't put it that way. This music is amazing, yeah.
There's a big battle happening right now.
You're getting the bundle anyway?
Yeah. Join in on it.
It all could be, too, you know, and the same thing could be with Donkey Kong. If I played it, it might just be fun playing instead of just looking at it, you know?
See, there's a lot of action going on the ground.
Looking good for the Galactic Federation here.
The Galactic Federation soldiers are trying to...
These are definitely the best visuals I've ever seen in a Nintendo game. But like I said, that's the least important thing to me. You know, is the game fun is number one.
Right.
Yeah, Samus Aran.
Monkey around for the content for Donkey Kong.
Okay, we're about to get to gameplay here in just a moment. I love this scene so much. All right, let me get ready. Here we go.
So some of you might see this area pretty familiar from the first trailer that we showed for Metroid Prime 4, but now we're going to see a little bit more.
So of course, you're seeing Samus from the outside.
It never gets old.
Go right behind the visor.
One is the game fun, and then story characters is two for you. So that's pretty much the same for me. Yep, graphics is a bonus.
Space pirate right here, so I'm just going to go ahead.
This game looks insane.
We can see that classic Metroid Prime gameplay where you've got, you know,
you've never played a Metroid?
You've got your reticle
of the Prime series. I've played the first one, and I really liked it. I have not played 2 or 3, although I do have them. I probably need to play those before this comes out. And I do like the 2D Metroids as well.
Should note, right now I'm playing with a split Joy-Con 2 style, so I have a Joy-Con 2 in my left hand and my right hand, and I'm going to change it up a little bit further we get into this.
But also you're playing in a mode called Quality Mode, which is in 4K, 60 FPS.
Correct.
So for anybody that is watching the stream, we are streaming at 4K. If you have a 4K TV, you will
yeah, well, we don't. You can't stream 4K on Twitch, so none of us are watching this at 4K. Let me see the 120 frames. But then again, you wouldn't see that either, so because you can't stream 120 frames.
Uploading coordinates now.
Just have to take them at their
so
word.
Right now there is a sensitive artifact that the Galactic Federation is trying to protect, and the space pirates, led by Silex, is trying to take.
He's just moving slow. He's kind of going side to side.
And make sure that the space pirates don't take it. All right, so here's the area map acquired. Gonna go ahead and open it up. So here's my current position, and I want to make it all the way
This was the one thing I hated about Metroid Prime 1. And they have not is the 3D maps. I can't stand 3D maps. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at half the time. Like Breath of the Wild, when you get into Hyrule Castle and all of a sudden it's a 3D map, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I hate 3D maps.
To that big dome area.
Yeah. To secure the artifacts. Move around, you'll see it's going to be right here. And then if I go down, I am right here. So I'm going to make my way through.
And that's one of the cool things about this. It's got that, again, classic Metroid Prime gameplay where you've got your map and it's kind of in 3D and you can rotate it because like navigation and exploration is a big theme in this game and in the series.
Also different visors, so I just switched to my scan visor and I can scan this door here. It's going to give me access and a little bit additional information.
So I wonder if you start off with everything and then you
just
lose
like
it,
learning
you know,
more
like
about
other
the lore of
games,
this world.
other Metroid
so scanning
games.
is very important. It's been in the Metroid Prime series as well. So
yes,
it's a great way to learn.
Way to get additional backstory, lore, also just helpful gameplay tips, and even access to certain areas. All right.
Yeah, most of the scanning in Metroid Prime 1, you didn't have to do. It was all optional. It was like lore stuff if you wanted to read collectibles and stuff.
Just go it. I can even scan enemies.
Yeah.
You can get a little additional here, Space Pirate. You can see classic. All right, and now they're
This
gonna
and the
go
FromSoft game have you the most intrigued?
They're pretty ruthless. So one of them.
This
came
looks
at
really
you,
good.
Thank you.
Twitch is experimenting with
Definitely
4K.
see anything else
with,
to scan? We can even check out here where it came down. So we have a
What,
guy
with like top
sliding.
streamers or something?
Yeah.
Spikes.
Okay, things are looking good. I'm gonna make my way through this.
I don't even have a
here.
4K
There's some
TV.
environmental stuff that you
Sorry,
could also choose
yawn
to
there
break
in the middle of
too.
me talking.
You never know what's in the containers.
This looks
All
crazy.
right, so here's our
I'm
first
really
major
excited for
obstacle.
this
So, of
one.
course,
What's up,
I can
DJ?
enter into Morph Ball and go under small objects or large objects. You can go into tiny cracks. I want to make my way through here, engage in this big fight.
Now some more space pirates, but we've got
Reminds me of
a
Halo.
suit.
Okay, so coming up
Dropping
next
the flood
here,
off.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to. This is going to be a big battle after this scene. I'm actually going to switch
Covenant.
from the controls
That's
that
what I
I
was just
doing.
saying.
I'm going
It
to
looks
switch
like
to
Halo.
mouse
It reminded me of
controls,
Halo
like,
flying
putting
in.
the right, and I'm going to actually start playing.
No, but that's the thing. The scanning and reading and all
So you
that
see
stuff
Demetrius
is optional.
locking on to the enemies.
It's just like picking up
with the
lore
ZL
items or
but then at the
collectibles
same
or
time,
enemy
he's
intel.
using that right Joy-Con to kind of fine-tune his aiming. You know, like maybe the enemies are a little. Maybe you have to lead.
He's
them a
doing
little
the
bit, so you
mouse
have to lean
thing.
a
He's
little
doing
bit
the
to one
mouse
side or the
thing.
other.
And I'm missing.
But
all
you know
of
what?
my-
I'm
a little bit of nerves.
not going to play this at a
Come on,
desk.
There we go.
But it's really cool though that you're able to very seamlessly change between doing dual Joy-Con 2 and then
Yeah,
mouse
you see how
control, so you
quickly I can
choose.
turn to side. Now, if I checked my hand, it just picked it up off the surface. I'm
They're
actually
not
now
putting
back
previous gen hardware on the
to
console. It's
play
emulated.
the normal
Switch
play
one,
Joy-Con.
Switch
Now,
one
once
games are
again,
emulated.
put my hand back on the
That
surface. You see
juicy
that little
bit of
reticle
info
pop
just
up.
came
You see
out.
how fast I turn.
Yeah, the little tiny one in
Yeah.
the middle.
So I'll keep playing like this.
There is no Switch
So you
one
can just switch that
hardware
on the fly. All you have
on the
to do
Switch
to
2.
activate the mouse controls is just put the mouse, put the Joy-Con 2 flat on that surface.
Yeah.
Correct. This guy, I think he's pretty low on health, so it'll tell me even in my visor. Yep, Eternal, 70%.
Here, finish him off. All right. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that 3 makes it
That's
look a
what
lot
happens,
better,
too, with
doesn't
the
it?
scanning is that some scans you need to do to advance in the story or activate certain mechanisms, but you can kind of decide how deep you want to go into the lore and like figuring out all the explanations of every element that you see in the game.
You can see this space is getting swarmed
Yeah, they're
with space pirates.
coming in real fast.
They're trying to blow the door here. I'm gonna make my way to them as fast as possible. Go past that room.
Yeah, like we're talking like for me and a couple of you guys where the
There's
graphics are a
scientists moving
bonus.
Back there
The
with
graphics here
artifact.
are definitely a
back
bonus.
there.
This
Yeah.
game looks
It's a pretty good
absolutely
fight.
gorgeous.
Coming
But,
up,
you
is
know,
going to be my first collectible here. It's gonna be my
If it didn't play like
entertainment
Metroid
dinner
Prime,
design. That's-
what does that matter?
okay.
So that is
Good.
definitely going to be a plus bonus for this
You
because
can
this
see
game
that
looks
at the top of the
amazing.
screen, the 99 there, that's Samus's health. So
The shooting
adding
and
another
mouse
energy
mode
tank
looks much
adds
better
an
than using
additional
those tiny
set of
controllers.
99 little
Yeah,
energy
like I
units.
would use. Thankfully,
Yeah, it's a
from
good
what I read, the Switch 1 Pro controller is compatible with the Switch 2. So that's what I would be using.
Right, so looking at the screen right now, at the top left, we'll have the tracking meter for all of the enemies. On the top right, you'll have the mini map. On the bottom right, you have your
Yeah, I would
missiles.
turn off the
The
visor shake too.
total
I hate
that
that.
you can hold is at the
I
bottom.
hate that.
total
I turn
you
that
have
off.
And your inventory is at the top. And then on the bottom left is all of your weapons. And right now, all we have are missiles.
So here we're just identifying some unknown materials. If I go over
Yeah, like
here,
all this stuff
I
is optional. You
scan
don't have to
this.
scan all this crap.
Scan
It's
that.
just if you want to fill out your
Scan
log
everything.
books,
Yeah. So to the left is the artifact. That's what you're seeing here. It's the marked. Okay.
The ones,
And we can
like
even
if it's
just
the same as
scan
Metroid
some
Prime
more
1, the ones that you do have to scan would be a different color. So you would know, like, okay, you have to do this for the mission or whatever.
Here.
I want all the lore.
Terminal. I know.
Scan everything.
I
man.
know. There's so much. I could even say, oh, let's not scan the door yet. Let's scan these guys. Let's get a little bit of additional information about the Galactic Federation troopers. So we got that. All right. So here's another good example of how the control methods work. So right now I'm going to switch back to
Oh, the games.
normal split.
The games, yeah, I
styles.
got
See here
you.
in
I
my
thought
hands.
I
And
thought
I'm
you meant
gonna
like
switch
hardware.
to the visor. I'm going to scan this door. And this is a Federation lock-on gate, so it uses a lock-on ability.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
that's
it's
a little
still
bit
cheaper
special
than
here.
those
So what I'm gonna
consoles,
do,
you know.
Switch back to my combat visor, hold ZL to lock on, And now I can use the right thumbstick.
The door was yellow and
or,
everything
a
else
little bit of
for
motion
scanning.
sensor
Okay,
here.
so they had to scan it and it was
It's
yellow.
a little slow here.
So yeah, that's
one
then
way
that's
to do it.
similar.
And now I'm going to try.
So all the
switching
green
over
stuff is
to the
optional.
mouse controls
But
here.
if
And
it's
I'm gonna do the
yellow,
same thing with this
then
door.
yeah, there you
So
go.
while Dee's
Yep.
doing that, just wanted to mention again, for those of you that are just tuning in, we are streaming in 4K. So we are playing the game in quality mode, which supports 4K to 60 frames per second.
Correct.
There will
That's
be
nuts that
another,
4K is 60
mode,
frames a
which is
second
called
on this.
performance mode, which will
Like
run at
you
100
had to get the PS5 doesn't do that. PS5 Pro does, but PS5 doesn't. PS5 4K is 30 frames a second. So that's what I'm saying. People are saying that this is comparable to a PS4. You can't say that when this can do something that a base PS5 can't do, you know?
20 frames per second at 1080p.
So you can kind of choose for
Yeah,
yourself.
this
if you
can
wanna
do
focus on
120.
the resolution and that image quality, or the performance and like the
Somebody's
frame rate.
lying.
Buttery friend.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our first boss, Avarax. And you're going to see something that...
I don't know
is
anybody
really
that has the
unique
PS5
we
Pro.
haven't really seen before.
Oh no!
It was so
Watch
expensive.
out, it's a Metroid!
Oh.
But unlike normally a Metroid, normally defeating an enemy right there on the spot, this one is actually fusing or combining with this enemy, powering it up.
Yeah, the price,
That
and
is
it could do
interesting. I
4K
think
at
we've
60
seen
frames a
before
second.
It's fusing with
Yeah.
other
And there was other
things.
visual
So it's
upgrades
fascinating.
to
I
it.
think you got your work cut out for you here to me.
Yeah.
No pressure, all the
Just
pressure.
grew a 4-pack.
All right, so I'm going to lock on a little bit here, just get my bearings. So what we're seeing here is there's going to be a couple of weak spots. Ow, I jumped way too slow there. All right. No, I'm not going to let him shoot this. I want to destroy the weak points. There's going to be multiple. Oh, you just want to throw it a map. Don't shoot.
So the weak points are those little green areas, but the Avarax can shield it with his arms,
Yeah,
but
it goes in like a
can
box.
also put this kind of yellow shield over those areas as well. So you have
he
to
done
bide
any
the time before
damage?
You're able to shoot it.
Like, what is he doing?
It kind of shifts from one to the other. Like he's never
Pass
gonna
the
have
controller.
all of those weak points exposed at the same time.
Oh, how am I missing? All right, I'm going to shoot these. You can dodge them, but it's better to shoot them just to get some health back. I'm going to absorb them.
Or even missile replenishment. That'll be handy.
Oh,
But as
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't
see,
have a
like,
4K
yeah, the
TV, so
angle,
all this
right,
4K
'cause
stuff does
shooting
nothing
missiles,
for me.
You can see the deflect of the missiles like going off.
There we go. There we go. Now it's going to...
Yeah, I don't understand that stuff, Six, but,
I'm going to try to get as many shots off as I can. He's going to try to hunt me
It's-
down with that.
it can do more than the
Get him in the
PS4
belly.
The
can.
key technique there that
And that
to be
was like they were
used
trying to say, oh,
dodge
it's
that
like a
attack is the
PS4.
strafing
No, it's
one,
not.
where if you're locked
There we go.
on and you push the jump button twice, you can kind of strafe to one side or the other laterally to avoid some of those attacks.
There we go.
Or you can get real up close. I don't know if you want to attempt that.
No, it'll try to grab me, so I'm trying not to do that. All right, so pretty good shots here coming out. Oh, no.
And we can see the Avarax's health bar there at the top too, so
This is the
Making some
most
progress, but
cautious
he's
like
got a lot of-
player
Yeah,
I've
he's a
ever
pretty
seen.
beefy boy.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
gotta
are you
be very
doing?
careful here. Oh, really? You're going to block that when I was just about to shoot it? Are you serious, Avarax? Come on now. He just gets to the side. No!
Oh, juked
Putting
ya.
up the-
I don't
oh,
even
get
know.
too close. No, don't
I don't even know what that
Yep.
means, final
was
boss.
All right.
He just
Missile
wanted a
right to the
hug.
shoulder.
I don't know.
No
None of
hugs
that
for you.
stuff.
There you
I
go.
understand.
Having a good lock on. Really putting up that shield a lot. There we go. There
Nice.
we go.
I don't remember
let's
saying
do
that.
This, get ready for it. Shot, that, little missile.
Yeah, he's not playing like a gamer, that's for sure.
Oh.
then you got
Okay.
the space jump there.
They're doing more with
wave
less.
shield
That's
now.
the TLDR,
That again.
or the
This time I was
TL don't
prepared for
understand.
it. That's gonna go up. Nope.
Ooh, there.
And
Nice.
go right under. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good here. Fire. All right. Things looking good. Absorb that. So now we have 4 weak spots. So I'm just going to be very careful here. Double jump with that. Hit that. Oh, nice block. Oh, he's really putting up the block.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's getting a little too close. Little too close. No, I don't like that.
It's coming at you.
No. No, you don't.
Oh.
Woo. All right.
You really do
Trying
kind of
to
have to
say
throw the
that.
kitchen sink at this guy.
Yeah.
More fall, you gotta use the
tough.
double
He's
jump.
tough.
This is the
missiles.
tutorial
Breathing.
boss.
All right.
Like, what are we
You can
doing
lock on
here?
these two if you want, but I find it easier to just kind of open.
He needs to pass
But
the
you're not
controller
able
if he
to
didn't.
target or lock on to Avarax's
Correct.
weak point. So
Oh.
there is that challenge. Oh, break free.
Uh,
Nice.
Oh,
Ooh,
man. Jump over.
Well, yeah, if it's used for
Center,
upscaling, then that's what 6 was talking about, that it's not
there's
native
one.
4K.
Looking good. Looking good. No, no, no.
Oh, another one. Man, he really wants.
But that's what the PS5 Pro does, too,
Okay, come on, Sean. There we go.
apparently.
Every time.
I don't know. I don't really understand that
Come
stuff.
on,
It doesn't
buddy.
interest
Okay,
me.
he's blocking.
Like,
I'm just gonna use some
like
lock.
console
Thinking like a boxer
specifics
stance
and all
right
that doesn't really.
One more
It's
weakness
not, that kind of
spot.
stuff's never really
There
interested
we
me.
go. Okay, I was already.
Nice.
Probably because
Alright.
for me the most
is
important
this-
factor
is
is
this the
is the game
Here.
fun.
Spot.
What are you gonna do?
There you go.
Okay, bottom through.
You know.
Fire missiles. Looking good.
You got
Getting there, getting there.
Dodge. Fire. Looking good. Jump up.
Yeah, this
Charge,
fight is
nice
so
shot,
slow.
Lock on. Fire. Oh, miss. Missile.
They should have had somebody else
you
do
did
that.
it. It's tough.
That was a tough boss battle.
Yeah.
You really have to gauge where to aim, and you can see it was all about kind of finely tuned aiming there, which is a lot of fun.
The artifact safe.
Ooh, there's the man himself.
Now?
And there's Silex.
Yeah.
He has 2 Metroid with him, which is also very.
Yeah, I'm getting more hyped
Yeah.
for this game, seeing this stuff though.